What's going on, my Leos? This is your reading for July 23rd through the 29th. Full moon, lunar eclipse coming at the end of this week, as well as Mercury retrograde while Mars is still retrograde. So there's a whole lot of planet energy going on in the sky right now. And we just want to be prepared for it. So I'm going to get your reading out this week, see what you can expect. I am using my new deck. This is Crystal Vision Tarot. It's got a nice mystical feel to the card. So, and then I'm also going to pull an astrology oracle card, the Black Moon astrology card, helping us with the astrology side of these energies so we can know how they're playing out and why. There's one more shuffle for you. Let's see what's going on energetically for you guys. All right. 9-card spread for my Leos. Week of July 23rd through the 29th. And these do have reversals, so I read the reversals as well. This is the Magician. The Magician. I have him in the upright. So I don't know how he came out. But it's about creating the things that we desire in our lives. So let's see how that plays out in your story here. Leo. Okay, got some interesting things going on. First card is the Knight of Wands. He is in the reverse. So in the upright, the Knight of Wands goes and takes action towards something, towards a goal. He's not the happiest looking fella right there either. So that is in the reverse. Whatever you would take an action on or towards, as the reverse, you're not taking action on or towards it. So let's see what this is about that you are not going toward, not believing in yourself about, quite possibly. I feel like the Knight of Wands learns to believe in himself and his abilities. So in the reverse, this is just not believing in yourself, not trusting that you can handle whatever is coming at you or whatever's been coming at you. The High Priestess is out and she's upright. So this is those mystical forces behind it, the power. That's the life force on her. The Ankh is there on her staff, as well as the crystal ball, which is just vision, having the vision to know the insight on what it is that you endeavor. Those butterflies are up there about transformation. So trying to turn a situation around, you're trying to embody that High Priestess energy. You're trying to change a situation. And then the King of Cups is out right behind that, which lets me know that it's an emotional type of situation that you were trying to bring about the change of. But in the upright, he is very compassionate, and the way he handles the situation, he has his cup there ready and focused on, where those emotional energies are going to go. They're directed. They're not just all over the place. So this is being in complete control to me emotionally in your life as the King of Cups. You are in complete control of the sea, like King Triton there. He's got one foot firmly planted on the ground and one foot in the water, and control of those emotions. And by the intuition of the moon, which is your higher guide, your subconscious, your higher guide, he's listening to that, and he's just waiting, looking to see what's going to jump off emotionally, but he is in full control. So with these two together, to me, the High Priestess and the King of Cups, you're creating the emotional change that you want to bring about into your life, very controlled and very directed, and knowing exactly the vision is there and the transformation behind it, the power to transform it is there. So while your Knight of Wands is in reverse, to me, I'm still not seeing quite yet, but the Tower is in reverse as well. So the Tower moment, we all know we look for these. We used to be scared of these moments, but we look for these because we know it's the end of this, whatever this was going on in my life, energy that was just, and you're like, what was that about? That's falling down. That's falling down when the Tower is upright. But to me, nothing's changing. Nothing's changing. You're just trying to kind of figure out emotionally which way to go with it and what to do with it, because the Tower's in reverse. It hasn't fallen down yet, which means the foundation of whatever the issue is still there. Quite possibly why the Knight of Wands who, like I said, believes in himself. So while you're feeling like you don't believe in it anymore, it's because the Tower has not moved yet. The Tower has not fallen, so that you can clearly see how to create and get to this emotional balanced state that you're trying to get to. The Ten of Wands is in reverse. So upright, the Ten of Wands is carrying others' loads and burdens on us, putting a whole lot, feeling like we have a whole lot of extra baggage in this deck. If this is hard, it's feeling like we have a whole lot on our shoulders, the weight of the world. We're taking care of others. We're doing too much right here because we have a good heart and we want to help. But in reverse to me, you are laying those burdens down. You are realizing that that's too much for you to carry. Like I said, King of Cups, you're emotionally stable. So you're realizing this can't continue. This is too many burdens for me to bear. And you are releasing, I feel like, some of those burdens this week. The Hermit is out and she's in the upright. She looks like a little pretty little Tinkerbell fairy on here. And she's just getting some alone time. She's going there to her special place, whatever that is. If you can make that special place, sometimes you can do it wherever you are. You make that special place where you block out and just think and meditate on what really you want to do next. It's very peaceful. Just there alone with her own light, just trying to listen to it, trying to get it to guide her to which way the best way to deal with this situation is. So take a moment for yourself, Leo, if you need one. Take a moment for yourself after you lay down those burdens. This might be sometimes where we feel a little guilty about it because we are a person that likes to carry the weight of others on our shoulders. We can take it. We feel like we're strong enough to take it. But when you are depleted at that point, you're tired and you're ready to lay those burdens down and you're ready for somebody else to help you because you're just waiting for the end of this cycle and it hasn't happened yet. The Tower moment hasn't happened. So it's discouraging you a little bit. But you withdraw and you go on, you rebalance yourself basically by going into this hermit stage here where you're just thinking and having some alone time there to get your thoughts together, to gather your emotions. Because judgment is about to be made. Judgment card is out next. And this is just that judgment, that decision call on what it is you want to do and how you want to do it. So you're going to make a judgment at some point this week. You're going to make a call and a decision on how you want to proceed about this situation that you want to bring change into, quite possibly the stability of your emotions, as I'm looking at now. After laying some burdens down, after carrying these burdens around so long, you are just trying to get to an emotional stable state at that point. Wheel of Fortune is out. So the power is in your hands, Leo. The Wheel of Fortune is your destiny. That way, how it's going to spin out, how is it going to play out, how you're going to gain control of this situation until the Tower moment happens, until this turns up right and changes the situation and brings everything down so that the new, however it's going to play out in your life, is brought about. Last card out is the Four of Cups in reverse. So in the upright, she's looking at this one cup that's elevated. She's putting this on a pedestal here, whatever she is looking at with desire here, because she doesn't even see those three cups behind her. There's three cups offered to her behind her. She's not looking at those cups. She's looking at that one elevated cup with the lotus flower in it. So this is quite possibly what you do have your hopes and dreams set out on, what you're focused on, but it's in the reverse right now, which means it's not playing out. It's not happening yet. So that is what you're trying to create as the Magician while he's out. And I'm going to keep him neutral because it depends on you. That is your Wheel of Fortune. It depends on you, Leo, what you decide and how you decide to go about this change. Are you going to create it by focusing on just one thing and not looking at all your options? To me, she's not looking at all her options. She's just seeing that one thing so much that she's not looking at all her options with this in reverse. So your creativity is going to depend on your Wheel of Fortune, which way you spin it. Are you going to look and turn around and see that there's other options behind you? Three are behind her. But she's just elevated and put that certain thing on a pedestal that makes her feel like that's the most important, when really it might not be. It might be in those three cups behind her. As the Magician, you create it based on what you feel and want, based on your actions. If you're going to lay these burdens down or not, or keep them on your shoulders, if you're going to go ahead into hermit mode and think about the best way to create with the High Priestess, to create what you want into your life, and then you'll make that judgment call. You make that judgment call accordingly. Let's get a clarifier for the Wheel of Fortune. How's the Wheel of Fortune spin for my Leos? That one popped. I don't know. I'm going to do that over. How's the Wheel of Fortune spin for the Leos? week of July 23rd through 29th. Look at clarity on the Wheel of Fortune card. These two are out in the upright. So the Ace of Pentacles, something that you worked on, something that's important and dear to you. Like I said, this is quite possibly this elevated flower, this elevated cup right here that she's got her eyes focused on, and that cup alone. That cup alone is what was bringing her happiness. You put that in motion long ago, but you're feeling like it didn't have any power behind it, and it does. Those are crystals up under there helping that star, you know, your goal, whatever you want, the outcome. It's helping it grow. It's helping it come along. So your Wheel of Fortune is going to spin in your favor. It's going to give you back the Ace of Pentacles, your desired outcome. This one flower that you were longingly looking at to fill your cup. It's what you want. It's what you want. And then the Nine of Swords is out as well. And to me, this is just a resting period, kind of waiting for her to gain her inner strength to get up, pick her sword up. That's why that one bird is waiting to sit in there. When she finishes resting, she's going to pick that sword up and she's going to carry on. So the Nine of Swords is letting me know she's strong. She's strong. She just needs a break right now. So the Wheel of Fortune will spin in your favor. You're going to lay down some of those burdens. You need a break. You're going to lay it down until this Tower moment comes and changes everything. You're going to need to lay those burdens down. Take a break. And then after that, you go into hermit mode. You take that break. Those two go together to me. After that, you're going to pick that sword up and you're going to carry on. Because I'm seeing that the strength of you and the emotional state and the High Priestess state. You really want to accomplish what it is you're going to pass judgment. You're going to decide and make a decision on how you want to handle this. You're going to create, as the Magician, a better way for yourself on this goal and endeavor to accomplish it. And it has power behind it. So you will get it accomplished. That's how I'm looking at that, Leo. Let's pull you a Black Moon Astrology card. This is the deck by Susan Shepard. All shiny. Let's see how this plays into your reading. It's very good at harmonizing and blending with the overall energy of your reading. So let's see what astrology type of energy you are associated with during this type of phase in your life. Leo. This is for my Leo. An astrology card for Leo. Sticky cards too because of the shine on them. They stick together a lot. There we go. Pull this for my Leo. This for my Leo. There we go. There we go. Virgo, I analyzed you got out this week. So let's see how that's coming into play. That is our Virgo embodying energy. That is the Virgin. So glossy. The Virgin. It's very hard to see unless you have the card in front of you because it's kind of painted into to blend away a little bit, so you see it as something kind of mysterious. But Virgo, I analyze. I see how that is incorporated into your energy this week. And they do give like a 2-page explanation, but I like to just read the quote at the top. There's a quote that embodies this energy, and then there's a card brief, and we're just going to do the card in brief. But the quote is for Virgo, I analyze. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight by Benjamin Franklin. So that's a nice quote to keep in mind this week for you. Let's get the overall card energy in brief. Analysis. Okay. Summing up a situation, evaluation, becoming organized, ridding yourself of clutter, correcting matters, being conscientious, medical visits, hospitals, nursing homes, health concerns, the workings of the body, the gastrointestinal tract, the nervous system, diet, jobs, careers, the 9-to-5 world, getting ready to work, working for others, serving others, being selfless, cleaning up other people's mess, changes in job or workplace, opening a business, numbers and figures, shyness, feeling left out, not speaking up when you should, writing books, bookstores and libraries, growing a garden, obtaining a new pet, anxiety and worry, constant fear of not being perfect or of underperforming. And guess what card it embodies? The Hermit card. So that goes right to your reading today. That was the corresponding tarot card, which I like that they give. And so far, they have been in the reading the card that it tells me. So this is corresponding to that need for you to go inside and figure out what this is. I also heard about this burden that you are carrying around for others, where it says the need to working for others, serving others, being selfless. So you are this person because this is in the upright. If you weren't ever this person, it couldn't be in the upright for you to lay down your burden. So you had to be carrying somebody's burdens and helping somebody, which I clearly see in this card. Summing it up as well, why you feel the need to lay down those burdens, because you have been servicing others and being selfless and cleaning up other people's messes. That's what I know when I see this type of card out. You've been carrying more than your own load. You're carrying somebody else's load, cleaning up other people's messes. So you're going to stop doing that. You're going to lay that burden down. I really do see. And then the changes that are going on, jobs, business, numbers, that's all incorporated in your wheel of fortune of how you want to go about this next endeavor. It just spins however you would like it to spin. So where you going to put your next endeavor at? You're waiting on that moment when the tower falls so that you can proceed, but you're looking and longing for something here. And then you have the Nine of Swords out again. You're just resting up after you fight the good fight. You're resting up and you're getting mentally prepared again, by going into hermit mode, which is what this overall card embodying. Just analyzing, summing up a situation. And it says ridding yourself of clutter, ridding yourself of clutter is very important when you're trying to regain balance in your life. So you need to embody that type of Virgo type of energy where you lay those burdens down and don't feel bad about not being able to be there for others when you need to. You're taking too much on your shoulders, obviously. So you need to lay down some of those so that you can handle a situation that's very dear to your heart, something that you put work in, and then you're going to make a decision on which way is the best way to go about it, until it changes, until the tower moment actually happens for you. So good reading for you, Leo. I think that's a good energy. You're going into a moment where you're realizing something needs to change and something needs to fall down, and you're ready to change it, but you're definitely tired of carrying others' burdens. So I feel like that's what you're going to change. That is going to be an ending to some of those situations for you over this full moon lunar eclipse. I really do feel like you're going to have an ending to those people whose loads you are carrying. They got to learn their lessons too. Let them carry their own load so that they can grow and expand as a person as well. Sometimes we become the enabler when we're doing things for others instead of making them do it for themselves. So embody more of that type of energy this week, Leo, and I think you're going to